welcome back to Fiesta Friday. There's going to be a kickoff rally for our friends at Junior Achievement Guam on Saturday, September 7th. Now, Erlinda Alegre, of course, we introduced ladies first, and Jessie King are here from Junior Achievement. Half a day to you both. It's good to have you here.
Half a day. Thank you.
Hey, Jason. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for bringing us here.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And you know, every time we bring on our friends from JA, there's always a sense of envy in me because that is the one organization I wish I could have been involved in, and I mean that sincerely when I was a kid, because you guys do so much to foster the spirit of entrepreneurship and good citizenry, and you know, for kids that want to get into the world of business, they get practical mentorship from learned business people. So how does the kickoff rally tie into that?
Well, the kickoff rally, like you mentioned, is kicking off on Saturday, September 7th. But what happens at the kickoff rally is that the students come, they meet their company advisors, they meet the other students that they're going to be partnering with, and they can be from other schools. It is an island-wide program, so all high school students are invited to join this company program. And what they do is they have icebreakers, and then they kind of share what the program is about. And it really is a great program for students to get into to learn about business. And you're right, I never joined JA. I've been on the board for about 4 years, but just seeing the program over the last 4 years, there's so much opportunity for students to learn the real world and participate with a company and share those experiences, whether it's marketing, finance, and it gives them tools to determine what they want to do maybe in life. So I just think it's a great program overall, like you mentioned, and I wish I would have participated. And Jesse has, he's now a mentor, but he participated when he was in high school,
You
right?
know, at the time, high school was all about how much you can get involved with at every time you could, right? About prepping your college portfolio for when you apply. Junior Achievement has really allowed for a lot of knowledge expanding, because you know, students will come in there with little to no knowledge about the business segment or the industry and what it takes to have a successful business. So you'd be surprised how many great ideas that students come up with in terms of products and how much money they're able to generate just amongst themselves, and it's just a great sight to see.
And it's interesting because the last time we had some student representatives from JA here, they were actually telling us, and I was like, what's the one thing you learned from it? And they're like, how to manage stress, because we realize that when you have a deadline and when you have to work cohesively as a team, you know, it's not like, probably sorry to say that, you know, like in high school, there's always like one really strong member of the team and they can carry everybody into that project.
Right.
But they were like, you know, in that type of environment, everybody's got to pull their weight and everybody's got to make sure they perform.
Right.
So how do you guys actually manage that, and how do you foster, you know, the teamwork aspect?
Yeah, a lot of it too deals in with our volunteers from the business segment. I mean, we have coordinators with each business that hosts a company, and they work with the students. I think with their expertise, they're able to share what knowledge they have on how to properly run a meeting, to what business ideas would work versus what wouldn't work. Mm-hmm. And in a sense, I think the students gain a lot, because it's not really just within Guam and the local industry. The winners get to compete in the regional competition. So there it brings full front an experience where they're competing against other countries, Hong Kong and Thailand and Asia Pacific region. It's just an exciting thing.
Now I'm wondering, Erlinda, because as someone representing Guam's private sector, and you know, a company as well established as the Bank of Hawaii, with which you belong, what are you specifically trying to develop as far as skills with JA participants? You know, as far to get them ready so that when ultimately they come to you to interview and said, "I'd like a position with your company," you already know that they've got these core abilities and core skills.
Right. Like I mentioned earlier, there are different positions when you join the company program. Each team has to select whether they want to be in human resources, marketing, finance, all the aspects of a business. So for Bank of Hawaii, we try to mentor these individuals, and we show them the experiences of a true company, and then we share our experiences like Jesse had mentioned. And it really is amazing, because you see them come up with their ideas. It is a stressful time, and you see them when they collaborate, they're almost ready to get frustrated, right? So it's our job as advisors and company sponsors to corral them and motivate them and get them moving along. But again, it really is their ideas, but kind of being the glue to help them along the way and just showing them that they can succeed. So it's exciting for us. We volunteered for the last 4 years. We've increased the company program volunteer from 8 to what we're 14 now for this year. So many good companies are out there volunteering their time and energy, And it is, I mean, it prepares them for the real world. So when they do go apply for a job, they can talk about the experiences. They have it in their portfolio, their graduation portfolio. They can talk about their experiences in running that section of the company, whether it was a marketing or human resources. And that just gives the company an idea of what they already have as far as tools that they've gotten through the company program. So.
And it's really about capacity building of the industry, because
Right.
I think for the most part, because we have hundreds of students, not everyone has an interest for business, but often after leaving the program, they just have this, oh, this is what I want to major in when I get into college. I want to make sure that I pursue this because it becomes an immediate interest for them.
There's a lot of discipline that kids take away too, and you know, like you just said, I mean, they may ultimately not wind up being in the private sector,
Right.
but you at least have an appreciation for organization and for structure, and
Right.
again for teamwork.
Another thing that it does is it exposes them to community involvement, and they get to know the people in the businesses, so they have the point of contact. They're not as uncomfortable in these environments when they go out to the companies and apply. They're kind of familiar with the different companies that are out there, what they do, community giving and sponsorship, right?
All right, real quick, because before we go to break, once again, it happens on Saturday, September 7th. That's a kickoff rally. Is there any chance any kids that are watching this and interested, can they at least go and maybe scope it out, and can they
No,
sit
actually, we highly encourage them, because we're looking, anyone that's interested, just come on by to Harvest Christian Academy. And I think we'd have enough papers ready for them to enroll and start with the program. We might be able to assign them with the company sponsor.
Right. We've provided all of the high schools with posters and registration forms, but if they can, again, like Jesse had said, they can come into the kickoff meeting without even pre-registering, and they can be placed. So we look forward to all of the kids who are interested to come out and support and join this. It's a really great program. It's a great experience for them.
All right, well, thank you both and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and everybody, we are going to be right back. Well, we also want to add about JA. It looks really, really good, kids, on your college resume. It's a heck of a thing to have on there, so keep that in mind. We're back after this.